The news reached Earth like a lightning strike. The Galactic Council had executed Ambassador Elias Ward, the man who spent his entire life keeping peace between species. No trial, no explanation, just a cold message sent to Earth. Your ambassador has been removed for disturbing the balance. When the message played on every screen, Earth fell silent. President Mira Solis stood inside the command hall, staring at the last image of the ambassador. Her hands were shaking, but not from fear, from fury. Around her, generals, scientists, and intelligence officers waited, unsure what Earth would do next. But in every human heart, one feeling was rising, anger hotter than fire. Earth had always been patient. Earth had always followed the rules. Earth had always sent diplomats, not armies. But not today. In deep space, the Terran Defense Fleet prepared for launch. Giant dreadnoughts, black as night and glowing with blue engines, waited like sleeping beasts. The flagship Solar Raft powered up, its cannons humming like thunder. Commander Reinhold, known across the colonies as the calm before storms, stood on the bridge. He looked at the incoming report. Ambassador Ward confirmed dead. Signs of torture. Galactic Council denies all responsibility. Something broke inside him. He whispered only one line. So they want fire. Outside the ship, the nebula lit up as humanity's fleet rose from orbit, silent, disciplined, unstoppable. Billions of humans watched from Earth, their faces filled with rage and grief. Humanity had sent a diplomat. The galaxy answered with murder. Now humanity would answer with something the galaxy had forgotten humans were capable of: fire. And when the first dreadnought jumped into hyperspace, one chilling question spread across the stars. What happens when humanity stops being peaceful? The moment Earth's fleet entered hyperspace, every sensor in the nearby systems lit up. Across the galaxy, governments, empires, and pirate clans stared at their screens in shock. Humanity was moving, and not slowly. In the Council's grand chamber, alien diplomats argued loudly. Their voices echoed against the crystal walls. The humans will calm down, one ambassador said. They always choose peace, another insisted. But High Chancellor Varric knew better. His 4 eyes watched the hologram of Earth's dreadnought fleet, each ship glowing like a rising storm. Fools, he murmured. Humans are not coming to talk. Meanwhile, Commander Reinhold's fleet tore through hyperspace. The bridge of Solar Raft remained quiet, but the silence was heavy, like the air before a storm. Rien studied the ambassador's last transmission again. Blurred video, broken voice. A shadow standing behind him before the screen turned black. Something about it felt wrong. Not like a council execution. More like something hidden. Captain Lyra, Rien said, turning to his second-in-command. They are lying. The council is hiding something. Find the truth. Lyra nodded. Her fingers danced across the console, pulling encrypted files, stolen logs, and secret messages. With each second, her face grew darker. Commander! This wasn't a council order, she whispered. Rien's eyes narrowed. Then who? Before she could answer, the fleet dropped out of hyperspace. The stars around them twisted into focus. They had arrived at Callus, for the council outpost where the ambassador was taken. But instead of a peaceful station, a terrifying sight awaited them. A battle-scarred facility, destroyed defenses, floating debris, dead ships drifting silently in the dark. Something had attacked before humanity arrived. Rien felt a cold wave run through him. Set alert level red, he ordered. Someone wants us to think the council killed our ambassador. He stared into the darkness outside the viewport. But the real enemy is still here. The Solar Raft and its fleet moved like predators circling prey. Reinhold didn't lower shields. Every crew member knew this mission was not diplomacy. It was justice. Sensors picked up strange energy signatures around Callus. For the station wasn't abandoned. It had been rigged with traps, warning beams, and cloak vessels. Commander, multiple stealth ships detected. Lyra reported. They are hiding, waiting. Rien's jaw tightened. Then let's give him a reason to come out. The dreadnought's cannons powered up. Blue energy arcs danced along the hull, reflecting in the stars outside. Every human crew member held their breath. in orbit above Callus. For the first strike was simple, precise. Energy pulses disabled the station's outer defenses without harming the central area. The aliens behind the attack had expected a slow, hesitant response. They hadn't counted on humanity's discipline. Inside the station, alarms blared. Alien commanders scrambled to understand what was happening. Screens flickered with incoming human fleet positions. Panic spread faster than fire. Rian watched calmly from the bridge. Prepare boarding teams. We retrieve every file, every clue about what really happened to Ambassador Ward. Lyra hesitated. Commander, the main chamber. Encrypted codes indicate something beyond the Council. Something larger than we imagined. Rian's eyes narrowed. Then we hit them faster. The galaxy needs to know humanity will not be fooled. Outside, the first human strike teams teleported onto the station. They moved silently, almost ghost-like. Security systems failed to detect them. Every room they entered told the same story. Scorched walls, destroyed consoles, cryptic messages hinting at a hidden faction. One thing became clear in their investigation. The Council had lied. Someone else had orchestrated the ambassador's death. And humanity's answer would not wait. Rian looked out at the stars and whispered, "We will burn through lies and reach the truth. No one escapes justice." The fleet outside waited, silent, ready, furious. The galaxy was about to see humanity unleashed. Humanity's boarding teams moved through the dark corridors of Callus. 4. Every step echoed like a warning. Alien symbols glowed faintly on the walls, but there was no life, only the aftermath of violence. Lyra stopped at a shattered console. "Commander, these files, they're not from the Council. Someone else ordered the execution." Rian leaned closer, scanning the holographic data. Names, coordinates, secret fleets, all pointing to a shadowy faction hidden within the Council itself. "They wanted a war, and they used our ambassador to start it," he said quietly. Suddenly, an alarm flashed red. Cloaked ships decloaked outside the station. The hidden enemy had arrived, surrounding the human fleet. Rian's eyes narrowed. They wanted us to think the Council killed him. Now they'll see the truth. Outside, dreadnoughts powered their weapons. Pulses of energy shot across the void. Shields sparked and glowed under the incoming fire. Humans held position. They were disciplined. They were prepared. They were furious. Lyra directed the fleet with precision. Focus on disabling their engines first. Keep them alive. Bring them in. We need answers. The enemy ships faltered under the unexpected strategy. They had underestimated humanity's coordination. Ships moved like a single organism, dodging, attacking, and pushing forward. Inside the station, the boarding teams found a hidden chamber. Holographic records revealed the full plan. The Council's inner faction intended to provoke Earth into war, weaken humanity, and steal its technology. Rian's voice was calm but deadly. The galaxy tried to play with humans, but humans always pay their debts. Outside, the fleet tightened the circle. Every alien ship knew that today. They faced something they had never faced before, and humanity's fury was only beginning. The battle above Callus had escalated. The hidden faction ships fired relentlessly, but the Terran fleet was unstoppable. Every cannon, every missile, every laser pulse moved with deadly precision. Humanity's anger drove them forward. Commander Rian stood on the bridge of a solar raft, watching the chaos. His eyes were calm, but inside, a storm raged. "They executed our ambassador. Now they will pay," he said. Inside the enemy station, Lyra and the boarding team discovered another shocking secret. The faction had created a massive weapon, a device capable of destroying planets. They had planned to blame humanity and ignite a galaxy-wide war. Rian clenched his fists. Not if we stopped them first. The Terran fleet formed a perfect circle, trapping the hidden ships. Energy shields flared as cannons fired. Alien vessels screamed in warning, but it was too late. Humanity had coordinated their attack like a single mind. Rian ordered the strike team to secure the weapon. They moved silently through the corridors, neutralizing alien guards with precision. Each step brought them closer to revenge and justice. Finally, they reached the core chamber. The weapon hummed with deadly energy. Lyra disabled it, sending a shockwave across the station. The alien faction panicked, their fleet in disarray. Outside, the Terran dreadnoughts unleashed their final attack. The hidden ships crumbled, engines exploding one by one. Flames spread across the void. Humanity had won. Rian looked at the destruction and whispered, "The galaxy tried to challenge us. It learned too late that Earth never forgives betrayal." The fleet regrouped. Callus, for was secure. Ambassador Ward's name was cleared. Humanity had not just survived. They had sent a message no empire could ignore. The galaxy will remember this day forever. The stars were quiet now. Callus, for floated in the void, a shattered monument to the hidden faction's arrogance. Humanity had struck, but the lesson was far bigger than revenge. Commander Rian stood on the bridge of the solar raft, gazing at the glowing wreckage. His fleet had triumphed, but he knew the galaxy had changed forever. "This is only the beginning," he said. "The Council and every empire will remember today." Across the galaxy, messages flew to every system. Every species learned the truth. Humanity could no longer be ignored. The ambassador had been killed to test them. Humanity had answered with fire and precision, discipline, and fury unmatched. On Earth, President Mira Solis addressed the planet. Her voice was firm, calm, and full of pride. "Our ambassador was taken. Our patience was tested. But humanity has shown the galaxy that we will not kneel. We will fight, we will defend, and we will survive. Let this day mark the rise of new respect for Earth." Back at Callus, the Terran boarding teams gathered every record from the destroyed faction, proof of deception, murder, and conspiracy. Humanity had not only avenged their ambassador, but also revealed the corruption hiding in the Council's shadows. Rian looked at Lyra, who had been by his side since the first jump. "Did we do enough?" he asked. "We did more than enough," she replied. "The galaxy will think twice before crossing humanity again." As the fleet jumped back into hyperspace, a new calm settled. But it was a calm built on power and respect, not fear. Humanity had answered the unthinkable act with fire. But more than fire, they had answered with strategy, courage, and unwavering unity. The galaxy had learned its lesson. Never underestimate Earth. Never underestimate humanity.